Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a very quick update because recently I've been trying a lot of new makeup and that's all fine, but I also like to use up the makeup that I have. And I do like to make that a point on my channel as well. So I do shop my stashes every month, but I do also like to show you what I finished up. And what I'm going to add now is what I've hit pan in. Because as you know, a lot of times you do hit pan in something, but you don't actually finish it up until a lot later. And this video was also a little bit inspired by Laura May Beauty. Although I did have this kind of idea, she helped me finalize what was actually the point of this video. So without any further ado, subscribe if you like new makeup or old makeup or anything in between. Let's get into these new pans and new empties for the first quarter of 2023. So shall I start with the pans? I actually hit two pans in two different face palettes since the start of this year. The first one is this one. You're gonna think it's this one, but this pan I hit somewhere in 2022, way ago. But the new pan is actually this little baby pan in the highlighter. And as you can see, this highlighter is pretty much hollowed out. It really won't take me that much longer to actually finish this one up. And then it'll go into this video again. So yeah, of course, huge pan in the bronzer, almost pan in this topper shade. But now also a little baby pan in the highlighter. As many of you know, or maybe some of you know, this is my usual face palette that I use when I'm doing my Get Ready With Me's. But it used to be this one. Got pushed to the side a little bit once I started, I don't know, using the other one more, I guess. But I have been using it again. This pen is old, but the new one is this one, again in the highlighter. It's actually quite significant. I have been using this highlighter quite a lot. And there's also a little bit of side pan in this deeper powder. And I feel like the pan in the bronzer is starting to creep closer and closer as well. So I'm very happy because of course these Hourglass palettes are very expensive. They're more of an investment. And I'm very happy that I'm getting my money's worth out of this one. Honestly, this highlighter, it doesn't really do it for me anymore. It's more for my, I don't want to be too noticeable today days. And then it does work. But I kind of like something like with glitters and weird colors and stuff at the moment. However, these face powders, they're always golden. So yeah, that's my second face palette that I wanted to talk about. Now the next one I'm not entirely sure about, but I'm going to show you anyway. So this is my Benefit powder foundation. And I have this huge pan in it, but I'm honestly not sure if I started having this pan at the end of 2022 or at the start of 2023. Either way, I don't think you've seen it yet. So yeah, I honestly stopped using this because I was worried it was going too fast. Because I love this product for setting underneath my eyes and in my T-zone. I use the Catrice one right now and it's fine, but this one's just even nicer. So yeah, definitely recommend, definitely pan for a reason. Then a very recent pan that I suddenly hit while not even expecting to, because this is a very new product in my collection. This is the Makeup Revolution Cream Bronzer. That's right, the one that everyone's talking about at the moment, or was until a couple of weeks ago. A couple of days ago I was using it and I thought, what's that little spot over there? It's the pan. I used it again today. I think it'll still take me quite a while to finish this up, but I was surprised because I've seen a lot of people show this in videos recently and I've never seen it this used. And it's not like it's been my only cream bronzer that I used. So yeah, I was a little bit surprised about that, but I do like to see that my products are getting good use, and this wasn't the most expensive either, should I want to replace it, which I probably will because it's amazing. So yeah, another pen. This one is a little bit iffy because, well, it does come with quite a big hole in it already, but I still want to show you. So this is the Pink Honey brow glue. Mine looks disgusting because, well, some of the glue came out and it was a whole thing. But as you can see, I have been using it quite a lot. It's not my favorite brow gel at the moment anymore, but I still use it. But yeah, I definitely hit the pan in this one. And I think the hole originally went to about here. And I really made an effort to not just stick in the bottom, but also wipe my brush against the sides. So I felt like it was worth showing that. Even though this is a giant pot of brow gel, I am slowly but steady getting through it. And then I think for now, finally in the pans not empties category, I kind of want to show you this, even though it's not technically a pan, but look at this lip gloss. This is the Fat Lip Drip Oil from NYX, and I think I bought this in January or even February. And I can already see the sides. So I feel like this one is not going to take me that much longer to finish up. And I'm sad because this is one of my favorite lip glosses slash lip oils at the moment. And I also have the brown one, and I thought that one was going way quicker, but no. This one is showing the most wear. Just want to throw that in there. Now I want to show you a couple of things that I actually finished up all the way. Starting with two mascaras. These are my current favorite mascaras. This is the Essence Lash Princess in Waterproof. This is my second one. And this is the Catrice Lift Up Power Hold Volume and Lift Mascara in Waterproof. I actually had the regular waterproof one of this one, which was my favorite mascara. Then I tried the Essence one and they were neck and neck. But then I tried this one, and I think this one is even better than the original one. But then I tried the waterproof one from Essence, and that one was even better. So these are still my two favorites. They're both quite affordable. I think this one is €3.50 and this one is €5, maybe now €5.50. Should be quite easy to replace. I am currently testing out a couple of Makeup Revolution mascaras, so I'll go through those first, but I'm pretty sure I'll replace both of these within the next month or so. Then I unfortunately went through pretty much all of my brow products. And I did not expect it, because also this one from Catrice is not that old in my collection. So this is the Brow Fix Shaping Wax. Well, this is an amazing product because it sort of glues down your brows, but it doesn't stay sticky and wet. And it doesn't really make them hard either. And it doesn't leave that fake shine on your brows like the Pink Honey does. However, you do have to settle with a little bit less hold. But I find that whenever I use this in combination with a colored brow gel, like the Brow Thick or something that Essence duped from NYX. I don't have the NYX one, but I do have the Essence one. If I use those things in combination, my brows really stick well and they don't look very crunchy or wet or anything else weird. So yeah, I finished that one up rather quickly, I feel like, but I'm pretty sure I will replace that. And then I finished up my two brow pens almost simultaneously. And this I find a little bit annoying because this one was in my product pen because I wanted a different shade. And I never run out of it, or I never ran out of it, which was fine. But I also had this one from NYX, which was a little bit too dark, which I didn't put in a project, but which I still really wanted to finish up. And I figured at some point, well, the first one that runs out, I'll replace. And then I'll use the other one until I do. And then both of them ran out in the same week. So this is the micro-filling brow pen from Benefit. This is the one with the 3 little prongs. This one is in the shade Blonde. And this is the Lift and Snatch from NYX, which is in the shade Taupe. This one runs a little bit red, so I'm thinking I will probably get the ash blonde, if that's an option, or ash brown, or just a regular blonde in this one next time. And then in the Benefit micro-filling brow pen, I already tested it out in store and I want the light brown one, which I think will be perfect. Because I like using brow pens in combination with brow glues like this one. And then even add colored brow gel on top. I have a 4-step brow routine now. So yeah, I kind of want to replace both of these. We'll see which one I'll replace first. I finished up one eyeliner. I already replaced this. This is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade Black Fever. Yeah, I replaced it with exactly the same one. I really like these. I don't feel like they last the most amount of time. They're still a little knob, but really you can't use it anymore. but still long enough, and they're only like $1.79, so I won't complain. I still kind of like these. The lasting power of these is really good. Ever since I finished that one, I replaced it, and I bought about 5 or 6 other colors from the same range as well because I like it so much. That should tell you something. One last product in the eye category. I finished up this lash glue from Queen Tarzi. This is my favorite lash glue. Although recently I've been using these little sample glues that I often get with lashes. And I think those will last me for a good couple of months. So I won't replace this straight away. And honestly, whenever I use this, I feel like it's a little bit more visible than those other more sheer lash glues. So I think I'll experiment a little bit more with some other types of glues before I repurchase this one. But it's definitely still an option. For a quick skincare intermission, I finished up these 2 hand gels from Yves Rocher. I have 3 of them. I saved one. This one is with coconut. I'm not that much of a fan of coconut, but it was a good hand gel. But this one, this is the vanilla bourbon vanilla, I mean, hand gel, and this one smelled amazing. And I loved wearing this whenever I was wearing my Kayali Burning Cherry perfume because they sort of mixed really well in the air around me. Unfortunately, these packagings are kind of small. They're 30 mils, which doesn't seem that small, but I ran through them in a couple of weeks. Each of them a couple of weeks. So that's a little bit quick for me. What I have at the moment is actually this bottle, which is 200 mils. And this one is lasting me a little while longer. But yeah, if this vanilla bourbon thing came in this packaging, I'd be all over it. Until I get to my big bang, I want to show you one thing that I'm decluttering. So for those of you who live in the Netherlands and you buy stuff at Hema, do you remember this Jelly Beans nail polish? Well, I recently put it on again and it looked horrible. It looked like a sheer wash of cardboard on my nails. It really looked so dry and so patchy. It was quite ugly. I didn't even really like the color anymore. So I don't really often declutter things. I did it once about a year ago, but I'm starting to see that I have to declutter some things sometimes if they really don't work for me. And I feel like this green nail polish has to go. And then finally, my big finale, I finished up a concealer. So this is the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer. Honestly, I could take the stopper out and I feel like I could use it 1 or 2 more times if I really work at it, but I have to put in the brush about 4 times now to do one eye. That's about the stage we've arrived at. So I'm going to use it once or twice more and then it'll be gone, but I wanted to put it in this video because I honestly don't really finish up concealers a whole lot. I don't often like concealers that much. I find that any concealer will either look dry or crease underneath my eyes. But this one honestly held up really well and the color was great. Although I must say for number 1, this was a little bit deep, I think, because it worked for me, but it wasn't insanely brightening. It was just right. But there are people who are fairer than I am, so I feel like they should work on the shade range. But for me, number 1 worked really well. And I like the fact that this honestly hardly creased, especially if I did my whole, stretch out the eye area, tap in the powder, etc. If I did that and I did it well, it never creased. And the coverage was pretty high, but it didn't look drying either. So I do have a couple of concealers now. I'm testing a new Huda one, which I really love. I'm testing the Makeup Revolution one. So I'm not going to replace it right away, but I might. I feel like whenever I run out of my Huda Beauty or, I don't know, any other concealer, I might think about replacing this. It's good enough to replace, that's for sure. So a good series of empties. I want to replace all of it, which is kind of rare. And I think with that, we've come to the end of this video. I hope it was a little bit shorter than usual. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, subscribe if you did like this type of content or if you want to see new makeup in the future. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you in the next one.